In the case of the Brown Ruby, our heroes traveled far into the future to stop an evil genius. In Murder on the Titanic, they averted a past disaster. Now join us for the third and final adventure of Dr. Hans Battenberg and his assistant Schnepps as we journey to the present day in The Final Slice. Our story starts in Downing Street, London.
I'm Battenberg, the German nerd, the brightest professor that you've ever heard.
He's Battenberg, the German nerd, the brightest professor that you've ever heard.
Schnepps, my assistant, follows me and is almost everything a friend should be.
Schnepps, his assistant, follows he and is almost everything a friend should be.
Why is the chorus following us?
Why is the chorus following them?
Good heavens, 1 o'clock already. Time for my meeting with the cabinet. Drinks cabinet, that is. Did I say that out loud? That's done the trick. Nothing like a good glass of port.
But what about port and cheese, PM?
Well, Deputy PM, what about it? Well, now you mention it. Capital idea. What's on the menu?
Well, PM, we have brie, gorgonzola, cheddar, Cheshire, Wensleydale, Lancashire, Danish Blue, Edam, Gouda, Roquefort, Caerphilly, Venezuelan beaver cheese, and Dairy Lee. Light.
Not much choice, is there? Oh well, crack out the crackers. You know what, Deputy PM? It almost makes me feel rather guilty about cutting funding from the cheese board whilst I disgorge myself so liberally upon its produce.
But all of this is on expenses, surely.
No, not our cheese board. The Quango! The cheese board exists purely to recommend seasonal cheeses to the British public. Hardly worth funding in austere times like this.
Yes, we've all got to tighten our belts.
I feel surprisingly drowsy. I think I'll head back to bed.
Again? But you conducted Prime Minister's questions from there only an hour ago.
I'm sure I impressed the opposition with my choice of pyjamas.
I think they were just too shocked to reply.
Well, good night.
I, the returning officer, hereby give notice that the number of votes cast for each candidate in the constituency of Upper Neasden is as follows. Michael Flanagan Walters, Pro Poo Sticks Party, 4,273. Nelson Coniston Watersmith, Anti-Poo Sticks Party, 4,274.
Never poo sticks, never.
Simon Josephine Walrus Jones, Birthday Party, 5,692. PM, First Lord of the Treasury, 34,567. And I hereby declare that the PM is elected to represent the said constituency for as long as he's interested.
Thank you very much. Who are you?
I'm the Dream Man, and I have a message for you.
Oh?
The nation needs cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Any cheese, to make sure the shops are full, or else.
Or else what?
Mind your own business, just do as I say.
Get me the Deputy PM.
I'm right here. Remember, we share the same bed.
What's happened?
You were having a nightmare, sir.
Yes, that was it. This strange man appeared to me and told me to drastically alter our economy in favour of cheese.
Was this man about 8 foot tall, dressed entirely in sequins?
Yes. Did you dream about him too?
Yes.
And what did he say?
He told me the sink needs cleaning.
It's no use, Herr Battenberg. Until we get those cutlass shards out of the centrifugal discombobulator, I'm afraid time travel is impossible.
But I can't be bothered with that. 'Cause those parrots, they've ruined our machine.
We'll just have to wait until next week when the cleaner comes round. We'll get her to fix it, like last time.
Remember, If she asks, we've had another run-in with the cast of HMS Pinafore.
Damn those amateur dramatic types.
Right. Until then, I suggest we have a midnight snack.
It's fun in the afternoon.
I know, but I'm drunk. Hello? Dr. Hans Battenberg, mad scientist by appointment to the Crown? Yes? What? The Prime Minister is in trouble? I'll be right over.
Now, as you know, Battenberg, the Prime Minister has been taken ill with night terrors. This is the second time in as many hours. If you don't find a cure soon, he'll have to stay awake. The country will never be the same again.
Well, I give you my word, as an adopted British citizen, I will assist England in its darkest hour.
The sequins! The sequins! I can't take it anymore.
Control yourself, Prime Minister. Just tell me what happened.
Well, I decided to have a nap whilst I was waiting for you to arrive. And then that man appeared to me again.
What did he say this time?
He leaned close to me, put his mouth too close to my ear and said, if I didn't fill the shops with cheese, he would turn my hair ginger and hang me in the street.
Why would he do that?
Don't try to confuse me. Just do your job, and I'll do mine.
Did anything unusual happen before your dream?
Nothing out of the ordinary. I've sentenced a few people to death, made 2 midgets fight. The usual.
Did you eat or drink anything?
That is classified.
You must tell us, Prime Minister. This is a matter of life and death.
If you insist. I know it's frowned upon these days, but I did have a bit of cheese.
Cheese.
Yes. Why? Is that significant?
Well, it shows that you've significantly wasted my time. It's a well-known fact. Eating cheese before bedtime can cause wild dreams. Everybody knows that.
But these were no ordinary dreams, Battenberg. The secret man. Oh!
Look, what you get up to in the privacy of your own mind is none of my business. There is no evidence that proves that this is anything more than a normal mental aberration.
I think there could be something more.
Schnepps, you are so superstitious. Our work here is done. Now, if you'll excuse me, my pot plants need watering.
But, Battenberg.
No buts, Prime Minister. Good day.
What? This imbecile wants me to cut down on my only pleasure in life.
Other than me?
Of course, dear. Well, he won't get his way. To spite him, I will fill the shops with cheese and celebrate by going to my favourite fondue den.
Weeks went by, and Battenberg fell into a stupor. No longer being the Prime Minister's most trusted scientist, he took to moping around the house and poking squirrels whenever possible. But while he was moping around, a worse fate befell the country.
Financial gloom worsens as personal borrowing leaps by £5 billion in 1 week. The banks say they are unable to cope with the current level of lending. Several smaller chains have had to suspend trading due to lack of funds. No one is quite sure what is fueling this demand, and the Bank of England have so far refused to intervene, saying it is a matter of principle. In other lighter news, cheese is very popular at the moment. In many parts of the country, large queues have been developing with members of the public anxious to get hold of their curds and whey. With me is the head of the cheese board, Mr. Dale.
Times like this call for drastic measures.
They make a story out of anything these days. Schnepps, I really don't understand the nation's fascination with cheese.
Neither do I. I mean, I like the stuff, but I wouldn't go around beating people up for the sake of a little slice. Now, will you pass me the 10 kilos of double Gloucester?
You've just had 10 pounds of red Leicester, and they're basically the same thing.
But I need it now.
Schnepps! You are a cheese addict of the highest order, and I am here to help you. I forbid you to eat any more cheese.
Oh,
Get off me!
Oh.
Get your hands out of my face! Come on, it's fine! You are to stay in there until you decide to eat something else, like a decent human being.
Why would I want to eat a decent human being?
You will have to go cold turkey.
Couldn't you heat it up first?
9. I'll just slip it under the door. Now stay there while I get it.
I've got nothing to do. Stuck in this room, with only air for company. I may as well go to sleep. Oh, I like this dream. This is the one where I am the master, and Battenberg is serving me.
More tea, Herr Doctor?
Thank you. Now, go and scrub the lap rats, and weed out the rhododendrons.
Yes, Herr Doctor. Oh, by the way, you have a visitor.
Send him in. Ah, you're the secret man the Prime Minister was talking about.
Yes, I am the Dream Man.
This is the third time you've appeared to me. Are you still advising me to consume even more dairy products?
Your level of consumption is most satisfactory. Now we are ready for the next stage of development.
What do you mean?
I know how you can get rid of Battenberg for real.
Oh, how do I do that?
All you have to do is give yourself to the big cheese.
Who is he?
I'm sure he'll be very familiar to you. Go to the lab with the secret address right away and it will be revealed. All hail the big cheese!
Red Schnepps, have your cold turkey here, and I...
Sorry, Herr Doctor, but nothing must come between me and cheese, let alone the big cheese. Ha-ha!
Hello?
Battenberg, thank God! Are you available to counsel me on the most urgent of scientific matters?
Yeah?
Oh, good. You and Schnepps are the only scientists left that I can get through to.
Well, I'm not exactly sure where Schnepps is.
Oh, no. They've got him too.
What has got
The
him?
nation. 60 million people are converging on Nelson's column. The whole country seems to have descended on London.
But how is this possible with our transport network?
I blame the Mayor of London. I need you to discover what is going on. I fear such an uprising may cause great damage to this country and my reputation.
All right. You and the Deputy PM just hold tight.
The Deputy PM? I haven't seen him. He didn't come home last night.
Well, you stay there and I'll get on it. Right, to the... Oh, I have no one to speak to. Oh well, off to London I go. Alone.
Will Battenberg save the city of London from the dreadful cheese scourge? Why has half the nation converged on the capital? What has become of Schnepps? All this and more will be revealed in the next part of The Adventures of Battenberg and Schnepps.
I'm Battenberg, the German nerd, the brightest professor that you've ever heard.
He's Battenberg